Hi friends, welcome back to another video. In this video we created two thinkers using artificial intelligence, Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung. These two figures were placed in a debate in a conversation with each other. Four different AIs were then asked to evaluate the arguments of both sides. At the end of each segment, the AIs scored the responses from 0 to 100 based on 5 criteria. 1. Relevance to question. 2. Days of response. 3. Clarity and fluency. 4. Comprehensiveness. 5. Creativity. The debate now begins. What happens when a repressed desire wakes up?
Carl, you know what keeps me awake at night? It's not death, not madness, not even the trauma itself. It's this simple, unbearable truth. People suffer without knowing why. They smile in daylight and break in dreams. I see it again and again. A woman who panics in silence, a man who explodes over nothing, children who laugh too loudly, and adults who no longer cry. I listen to them, and I realize the desire was never destroyed, only caged. But the cage has swallowed the key. I ask, what did you want so badly that you hid it from yourself? What feeling was denied so often it now knocks from the inside? Repressed desire doesn't vanish. It transforms into illness, into obsession, into fear. So I don't treat the symptom. I chase the ghost. I follow it into the corridors of memory until it speaks.
Yes, Sigmund, but chasing ghosts is not enough. You seek the memory of the wound, but I seek the soul that was wounded. Desire is not only primal, it is sacred, not just hunger, but forgotten identity. We exile parts of ourselves to survive. The shadow grows from what we deny, but it is also what we once were. When someone dreams of flying, is it desire for sex, power, escape, or is it a cry from the spirit, longing to be whole again? I ask, who were you before the world told you who to be? Which part of you still waits in silence, watching your life from the dark corners of your mind? You speak of healing. I speak of returning to the self, not as we were told to be, but as we truly are beneath the ruins of repression.
I admire your poetry, Carl, but I sit with patients who don't want to read themselves like ancient myths. They want peace. They want sleep. They want their children not to fear them. And so I tell them, speak. Don't edit. Don't judge. Just speak. And in that speaking, the repressed rises, not as legend, but as emotion, pure, raw, uncontrollable. Tears come without explanation. Rage erupts without a name. But that is the moment I know. Something has surfaced. Something real. I don't need to interpret symbols to help them feel again. I just hold the space where desire can finally breathe. Call it simplistic. But isn't that liberation? When what was silent finally finds a voice?
But Sigmund, a voice is not enough if it speaks through masks. Many speak, but do not see. Many feel, but cannot name. A wound is not healed by being opened alone. It must be honored, understood. The shadow is not just pain. It is potential. It is power unclaimed. You fear the abyss, but I say, only by entering it can one return whole. I guide not toward escape, but toward confrontation. I ask, what dream keeps returning, like a tide at midnight? What emotion always arrives disguised as anger? Behind every repressed desire is a map, a path to who we were meant to be. Freedom is not the absence of repression. It is the reunion with the self you abandoned. And yes, that self may terrify you, but it also carries your light.
We saw that Jung won the debate in this round by a margin of a few points. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe my channel for more content like this.